Hey, everybody, and welcome to the True Crime Squad. This is Katie Weaver. I'm here with my sister, co host, and partner in crime, Christy Brower. Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
How?
Happy Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. How's it going?
It's good. I definitely am in recovery mode for sure, but it's good. Had a great
Good.
weekend, had a lot of fun, and
Oh
now
my
just
gosh.
diving into true crime as usual.
Yeah, we did. We had a ton of fun. We kind of crammed like a great deal of our holiday traditions
Yeah, into a 3-day
into,
period.
yeah, a very short
We
period
did.
because the kids were home. So
Yeah.
they wanted to do the things. So we did Thanksgiving. And then we always do Black Friday shopping. That's a big part of our tradition. And then we had a party that night, Friday night, at my house with some cousins that were in town. That our cousin Amy, that's more like a sister to us. And when she's here, we have to, have a thing.
Yeah, we
And
do.
then Saturday, we did our cookie day event. And so
Oh, yeah.
that consists of, all of us getting together. We all bring a recipe or two and all of our ingredients, and then we make everything and then lay it out. We bring lots of boxes and tins and stuff so that we can put together all of our like treat boxes. So, neighbors, in-laws, friends, coworkers, that kind of stuff. So we get it all done and out of the way, and we do it all together, which is a lot of fun. So we drank a lot of
We had a
coffee
great
and wine and ordered Indian food and did our thing. So I'm going to show you what our table looked like.
time. Are you?
Oh, well, that's weird. Oh, I think I downloaded it in the wrong place.
I
Okay,
was
I
like,
understand.
it just showed up behind us. What?
It acted weird when I downloaded it, and I thought, well, that's weird. I understand what I did wrong, I think. So one second, and I will show you what our table looked like. But yeah, we cooked till we dropped. I'll tell you that. Here we go. Okay, Cookie Day 2023 is in the books. We have cherry allays, Linzer tarts, no bake cookies, English toffee, holiday bark, peanut butter cups, dipped Oreos and pretzels, eggnog fudge, apple snickerdoodles, chocolate chip cookies, popcorn balls, and peppermint whoopie pies. Let's see, we did pretty damn good. Yeah, that's what we
We
did.
did. I didn't speak to that English toffee for a while, but it did finally come out okay. I had some serious challenges with that shit. Ooh, I was so mad.
Yeah,
It turned out all right.
normally that's an easy one, but yeah. Well, you saved it though, so
I did. I did manage to save it, so I
yeah.
that's okay. But yeah, I did just sort of walk away from it for a while and just just gonna
Mhm.
leave this right here and get the hell out of here for a little while. Yeah.
Well, every year something fails. Without fail, something fails. And you had been saying, "We haven't had any fails this year. Look at us." And then the English
Stupid. Should have
toffee
just
really
shut
tried
right
to
up.
fail.
Yeah, it really did.
It
Yeah,
turned
that's
out fine though.
it really did. It's actually really good. It just looked weird for a while. And yeah, so it's all right now though.
It works. Mars was really mad at her cookies too, to be fair, but they were fine as well.
Yes. Yes.
So anyway, that's what we've been up to. And then I don't
Yeah,
know about you
this
guys, but
is quite a
yesterday we
bit.
went and delivered our boxes and stuff, and yeah, and then the kids took all of theirs to their prospective places too, and so yeah, it's out of my hands.
Nice. Ours are in the freezer till there's time to do deliverings. So
I see what you mean.
yeah,
Well, there you go. That's what we've been up to.
Yes, it is.
But, paranormal, there's plenty going on in the crime world. So, Christy, I'm going to kick it over to you first for some crime news update.
Yes. Well, in good news, Derek Chauvin was stabbed in prison. And in other good news, our local drag queen story hour has been given a reward and an award. They were honored by the city of Pocatello for a Human and Civil Rights Award, which I think is much more newsworthy than Derek Chauvin's dumb face, who survived the stabbing, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. However you want to look at that. But I was really happy to see that in, the news of people actually doing good things in the world, that our local Reading Time with the Queens, which is a nonprofit organization who have been doing reading time with the Queens for the last year or two and
Hmm.
faced some serious backlash in the community, were actually given a human rights award for their work in working with kids and diversity and persevering through some serious bullshit. So I'm very happy for them. And I just want to
Hmm.
say congratulations to a Reading Time with the Queens.
And keep up the good work.
Absolutely. And with that, I'm going to kick the mic back to you for our main case.
Okay. Well, guys, it's not very often that a female serial killer emerges. And
True.
we have just that coming forward. So I want to introduce you to Rebecca Auborn.
Oh boy.
This is Rebecca. Rebecca is 33. She's been arrested in Ohio and charged with multiple murders, multiple charges, actually. This is Rebecca in court. So there has been an unfortunate trend happening in, I believe, in Columbus, yeah, where we have seen men dying of drug overdoses in hotel rooms and being robbed.
Mm.
And this all started clear back last December. A man who was drugged and robbed in a hotel room who did not die.
Mm.
And then it seems that maybe Rebecca got better or worser, but then moving forward, let's see, let me find my dates here. January 15th, April 1st, April 13th, and June 16th,
Mm.
men did die in hotel rooms.
Oh boy.
Rebecca was initially charged back in September with the murder of the man who died in January. And she told police that she knew that he was overdosing and she had put fentanyl in his crack pipe and then
Ooh.
took his credit cards in his vehicle and left him to die, essentially. And now they have a grand jury in Ohio has indicted her on three more murders. So she's charged now with with four murders, one attempted murder, and actually a bunch of other things. So four counts of murder, four counts of involuntary manslaughter, five counts of aggravated robbery, five counts of felonious assault, five counts of corrupting another with drugs, one count of tampering with evidence, and four counts of trafficking in drugs.
Wow.
Yeah. But police don't know that that's all she did. They suspect there are probably more victims. This was kind
Mm-hmm.
of an interstate action because they didn't all happen in the same place. And so they're saying that anybody with any information about any overdose deaths that occurred between December 2022 and August 2023, because they've got, 2 dead months there before she was arrested. Yeah,
Right.
or more than that, a few dead months where she was arrested where she didn't do anything, or did she? And they just don't know it yet.
Right. Seems more likely that they just haven't connected it all together. Yikes.
Yeah. So they are, of course, saying if you know of any overdose deaths, particularly of men in hotel rooms or men that would be frequenting sex workers, to please let the police know because they're trying to put all the pieces together.
Wow.
It is a little Ali Mornos reminiscent because
Very much. Yeah.
she is believed to be a sex worker and for whatever reason started murdering her Johns and stealing what she could from them.
Wow.
So here we are. She has pled not guilty and is being held without bond, I believe. And so this is the very beginning of this, of course, but because these were five separate incidences with similar MOs, the Attorney General in Ohio is calling this a case of a serial killer, which it does seem like it fits the parameters for that.
Definitely does.
However, the Ohio Attorney General was a fairly unpopular guy in general. His name is Dave Yost. Uh,
Mm.
Dave has really pissed off the families of the victims. Now,
Uh-oh.
the
Already?
oh boy, they haven't actually even released the names of all of the victims yet. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but he gave a statement in a press conference. Uh, Here's what he said that has people upset. He said, "Don't buy sex in Ohio. It ruins lives and could cost you yours."
Oh, poor taste, buddy. What are you
Mhm.
doing?
And the victims' families are like, "Really?
That's
Victims
a whole lot like victim blaming.
Yeah, and victim blaming." So people are a little upset with old Dave there for making a pretty thoughtless statement at this
Mhm.
time. But so that's kind of thrown a bit of a kink in, not a kink really, but not a wrinkle. But people are, families are a little unimpressed with that. But
Yeah, I am too.
hmm
No one deserves to get murdered. I don't care who they are, what they're doing, or if they're doing something
yeah,
illegal or something you don't agree with morally or whatever. They
yeah,
certainly didn't deserve to be murdered for it. That's ridiculous.
absolutely, yep. Uh, the police are saying that they have never seen anything like this in their careers, and they're all pretty blown away that this is what's happening. Because again, we just don't see female serial killers very often. So
No,
we have,
it's a really unusual thing, but they do follow a pretty similar pattern. They
hmm
either murder their family or they're working in sex work and murder their clients. I mean, that's pretty much,
yep,
well,
yep. So
and that's
because it
really
was a
sad
grand
for all
jury
those families.
indictment, there's a lot we don't know and a lot we haven't seen yet.
Hmm.
But we will definitely track this one through the courts and also keep an eye on whether or not they do cough up more patients, not patients, a little late for that, but victims. I think it's very possible that they will find more victims.
Yeah.
And there's very little we know about her. We know that she has one living child and that she lost a daughter back in 2018 that died. Uh,
Mm.
an infant that died at like 18 days old. So
Okay.
uh, certainly there's some trauma here in her world, but there's very little we know about her yet. I have been scouring the internet today, trying to find more info on her, to try and just get some more kind of understanding of her. Guys, there is nothing. I couldn't find a single social media page. I couldn't find a
Mm.
comment from a family member on a single article. I have been looking for hours to just come up with anything about Rebecca, and there is just nothing to say.
Hmm.
So we'll keep working on that. And per always, if you know anything about her or about this case that you want to share with us, please send us an email. Come over to truecrimesquad.com or find us on Facebook. And you guys do all the time.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
and it is much appreciated.
mhm,
Sometimes it's local to a case, you get information that is harder to find for those of us who aren't. So,
uh-huh. But we would certainly like to understand more about the defendant and what her life is and has been, and anything you know. So that's where we're
Mhm.
at with it. So it's not a huge story. It is a huge story. It's not a long story today from me, but it's what we have. But it's definitely one that's worth keeping an eye on. So that's what we'll do.
Mhm. For sure.
Yeah. So, Christy, with that, I'm going to kick the mic back over to you for some WTF news.
Oh boy. This stable genius right here is Jason J. Eaton. Apparently, Jason attempted to kill three Palestinian college students who were visiting one of a family member of one of these boys for Thanksgiving. All three men were shot. This is appearing to be a hate crime. He is not charged with hate crime charges yet, but the police seem pretty confident that it will be a hate crime.
Mhm.
So apparently, they were visiting a relative in Vermont, and Jason heard them speaking Arabic. He walked up,
Oh,
confronted them without saying a word, and just opened fire and shot all three young men.
oh my
You
God.
see a picture of them. They are all still alive, thank God. Here are these three boys. I call them boys because they're years old.
Yeah.
They're young men, but they're young.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wanted to give you their names. They are sorry, gotta find it all here. Here we go. Hisham Aratani of Brown University in Rhode Island. Keenan Abdul Abdulhamid in from Haverford College in Pennsylvania, and Tassina Ahmed of Trinity University in Connecticut. These boys all went to school together in Gaza,
Okay.
and then have come to the United States to go to school.
Sure.
Two of them are now U.S. citizens. One is here legally. They were just hanging out with their friends for Thanksgiving. Two of them were shot in the upper body, one in the leg. One has sustained spinal damage and may have
Oh,
lifelong effects from this. The other two are expected to make full recoveries. Thank God they're alive. These boys were just standing around talking to their friends
yeah.
when this moron just heard them speaking a language he doesn't like and shot them.
Hmm.
So Jason Eaton is a real interesting guy, real
Oof.
strange guy. He's
Yeah.
got quite a history. One thing that's been pointed out is that he attended the University of Idaho, which is in Moscow, Idaho. It's the same school that the four Idaho students were attending when they were allegedly murdered by Brian Koberger.
Yeah.
So same school. All of this
Hmm.
happened. This happened in Vermont, though, and most of what
Yeah.
he's been doing in recent years is on the East Coast.
Yes. However,
But
in the time that he was at the University of Idaho was it's been more than 20 years ago.
it was in the
But
90s.
he was living in northern Idaho, where we have a real problem up there with white supremacy.
Yeah, yeah, we sure do. So I'm grateful that these young men are alive. I hope that they are going to make full recoveries and be okay. I'm really concerned about the young man who has a spinal injury.
Yeah.
That's really, really serious.
Yeah.
The police actually located him, uh, Jason Eaton, at his house, and when he opened the door, he said, "I've been expecting you."
Wow.
Several organizations that work to protect people of Arab descent in the United States are all coming forward saying this is very clearly a hate crime. The police are also saying the same thing.
Hmm.
So we think we will probably be seeing federal charges as well. But at this point, he is charged with attempted murder of the three of them. Their parents put out a joint statement. As parents, we are devastated by the horrific news that our children were targeted and shot in Burlington, Vermont. At this time, our primary concern is their full recovery and that they receive the critical medical support that they need to survive.
Yeah.
They also said we are extremely concerned about the safety and well being of our children. Uh,
Yeah.
because anti-Semitic or anti-Islamic crime is up.
Mhm.
They also said we need to ensure that our children are protected and this heinous crime is not repeated. No family should ever have to endure this pain and agony. Our children are dedicated students who deserve to be able to focus on their studies and building their futures, which they absolutely do.
No,
These
absolutely.
young men did absolutely nothing wrong. They were simply existing.
Yep.
This man took it upon himself to shoot them. So I'm grateful that he was found and arrested very quickly and is
Absolutely.
with and is being dealt with, and I think will be dealt with rather severely because
Yeah.
everybody is feeling this and seeing this, and all the law enforcement agencies involved when the shooting happened are all just sickened by the thought that
Yeah.
this man just saw some random kids speaking Arabic and shot them.
Yep.
It's disgusting. I
That's
I
horrific.
I don't want to live in a world like this. I want to live in a world where
No.
people like this don't exist, but in the
Mhm.
meantime are at least dealt with quickly and people are immediately protected because who knows who else would be at risk from this person
Well, sure.
and potentially who else has been at risk from him in the past. Those
Mhm.
many things we don't know about him at this point, other than he deserves to be just exactly where he is.
Absolutely. He needs to stay in jail. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I'm glad that he was caught very quickly before any other troubles went down. I'm
Yeah.
also glad that he was caught alive because I frankly want to see people like this held to account for the
Yep.
things that they've done.
Yep. Well, all the love to those boys and their families. Wow.
Yes.
And anyone else this dude has been terrorizing, because you can be sure there's others.
Right? I can only imagine when we start hearing from his neighbors,
Mhm.
coworkers, family,
Mhm.
it's not going to be good. It's
No.
not going to be good.
No. We both spent some time combing his website this afternoon, and Lord have mercy, what the hell is
It's
that?
so nonsensical that you can't hardly even, I'm not even sure what it is. And a
Mhm.
lot of it, the words are spelled out phonetically. It's probably some real conspiracy theory kind of deal where he's trying to prevent from being found by people searching for him by spelling out words in
Mhm.
like phonetic language instead of just
Mhm.
in English. It's
Radical
very
citizen.
strange.
Yeah.
Yes, radical citizen is what it
Mhm.
says on his page, but it's spelled out phonetically. So like
Yeah.
if you search for radical citizen, it wouldn't come up. It's
Mhm.
really strange. But I think
Mhm.
he's just exactly the kind of guy we all think he is.
Mhm. Sure looking that way.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, this is Monday. We'll be back Tuesday with a brand new episode. We'll be back Wednesday with a brand new episode. And then, of course, we'll be back Wednesday night for Wednesday night case updates. So,
Well, Wednesday, what we'll be doing is
oh,
live streaming Chad Daybell's court hearing.
yes. Yeah. Since Judge Boyce announced that the court is going to stream it, we've decided to stay home, stay warm, stay flu free, and
Yes.
not expose ourselves to, you guys know, we have to be a little careful, both of us. And so we're going to stay home and
Hmm.
just stream it and watch it with you guys. So
Yep.
we will be live
And
streaming that
we'll
first thing
celebrate my
on
birthday while
and
we're doing
celebrate
it.
Christy's
It will be
birthday.
my birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So join us. We'll all have a little birthday coffee together and
Hmm.
we'll watch that. Then that's going to be an interesting hearing. There's quite a few pretty important things that they're arguing.
Right.
Wear your pearls because you're going to want to clutch them. I'm promising.
Oh, I'll be wearing
I,
mine. Don't you worry.
I think Pryor is all geared up for a battle.
I think so. Yeah. We'll see how much of it gets addressed at this hearing. It's not been super clear because there are a lot of filings pending right now about what will be addressed and what won't be at this hearing because there's another hearing
Mhm.
coming up at the end of December as well. So
Yeah. Yep.
we shall see, but it will be interesting.
Yeah. So that's what's up. All righty. Well,
Hmm.
thanks so much for being here, you guys. We will see you soon. Please like, share, subscribe, follow. You know the stuff. We appreciate you. And please, please, please be safe and take good care of yourselves. You deserve it. This has been
Yes.
yet another production of the True Crime Squad.
Bye, everybody.